read the hallways, watch how they intersect. This is very critical. See these two individuals, two different mind frames, but still got residuals. Hip hop they represent, old school and new school. Hope you got an appetite, cause they be talking soul food. Jay Smooth intelligent, his whole swag relevant. Sticks his mind all the time, he is not hesitant. Ty can get deep, so when he speak, get a life jacket. Not entertaining, so he don't wanna hear that racket. Welcome to the show where anything goes. These major league players far from semi-pros. Oh yeah, we live on the set, so y'all will never know what to or not to expect. Topic of discussion range from A to Z, so welcome to WAEN-TV. It's the Ty and J Smooth Show, live and direct. The Ty and J Smooth, yeah, they on your internet. Connected worldwide, Harlem Globe, try to grind. It's the Ty and J Smooth Show, speak your mind. It's the Ty and J Smooth Show, live and direct. The Ty and J Smooth, yeah, they on your internet. Connected worldwide, Harlem Globe, try to grind. It's the Ty and J Smooth Show, speak your mind. It's your boy Mom, man. Shout out to Super Dave on the beat, Boogie Monsters. Yeah, AC, Ingenuity, what up? G-Mac on the ones and twos. It's going down, y'all. Mac Entertainment, baby. Ty and J Smooth. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, okay. Mac Entertainment. Boogie Monsters. Ingenuity. Yeah.
Welcome. For you guys that have never seen the show, this is Ty's What You Don't Know segment, and it's called What You Don't Know. And the reason it's called What You Don't Know is probably because he about to tell y'all about some stuff.
Because you don't know?
Y'all ass don't really know. You might have thought you do, but you don't really know. So, Ty, what you got today?
Today is Mind Control, the Montauk project.
Mind control.
Whoa.
Oh, I know about this mind control. I'm going to lead this conversation.
Right, let me lean this.
Okay, go ahead.
The only one drunk. Nah. Y'all said y'all was going to lead it.
Oh, nah.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just going to interject.
All right, basically, I was talking about the mind control. The reason why I was going there, basically, because it ties in kind of to our topic, as well as with the Montauk project, which shows where the government actually got involved with the whole mind control. Oh, the coffee mug.
Keep doing your damn.
All right, man, stop.
How you talking about me behind my back?
But anyway,
Right here.
the government actually got into the whole mind control thing back in the 60s and the 70s, basically. And that was right after World War II. And back then, that's when they got a lot of scientists from the Germany.
Right.
Brought them over here, Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, et cetera, and they came out with the whole Philadelphia experiment. And that started back in the 1940s. Basically, they were trying to take an object like a battleship and make it undetectable by the radar. Basically making it invisible. So what happened is with the Philadelphia experiment, they went down that road, used Nikola Tesla after they killed his ass. I don't know why they killed his ass and then trying to take off with his stuff. But anyway, to sum it up, they actually took the technology, hooked it up to a ship. They actually made the ship become invisible for a certain amount of time. And what happened was when they brought the ship back, depending on where the people were in the ship, if they were between, when they went on the other side, let's just say, when they went on the other side, they roamed around, moved around. It was a different place they was at. So when they came back and they brought the ship back, the people in the ship happened to be, I guess, meshed into metal, because if there's a doorway there and they happened to be walking through the doorway at that present time,
wow.
Yeah, their bodies were interfused or whatever with whatever object it was at the time. But what they didn't take into account was all this electronic or eons and, basically the whole, I think it's called a universal code or something like that, where everybody vibrates on their own certain electrical pattern. Right. And what happens is everybody got their own 0 point of reference, meaning at this time you're born, this is what you're set at. So you can't just do a wide broadcast for everybody, and everybody vibrates on their own different pattern. So once they did that, it got screwed up. They shut it down. The Philadelphia experiment, or basically also called the Rainbow experiment. And they moved on to the Montauk project, where they figured out that because of all this electricity and keying in on certain people, they were able to change people's thoughts process and everything with these universal code. I'm just mad. I'm drunk now and I can't remember
This
exactly
is like kind of
what it
like
is.
warping.
God.
Like
Well, not warping. They just know that when they send out these electronic frequencies and they set them to a certain tone, they're able to affect people by this. So the project went from the Rainbow to the Montauk project, which is a U.S. Air Force base on the end of Long Island in New York, actually. Okay. And it was done back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or whatever. And the time that they really keyed on it was back in the 60s. A guy named Preston Nichols was actually one of the guys that's speaking out like, look, I used to work there, I went out there, and I worked on
Preston Nichols
to actually go out there, and he was an engineer, scientist, and he actually said, you know, he worked out there on the project, he helped set it up. One of the psychics, because they were also, the CIA was also into the mind control thing as well, using people that say, oh, I can see the future, you know, Miss Cleo's out there. So at the time,
what they like measuring their brain activity or something like that.
Right, exactly. Using that technology for the CIA. So they got their own psychics. They had people like Stuart Swerdlow, who's out here telling everybody about it. Another popular guy is Duncan Cameron. He's actually said, look, I was on the USS Eldridge at the time of the Philadelphia experiment back in the 40s.
wow.
And when it happened, I didn't come back to this current time of place of the United States and in the time until 1983. So he had a 40-year gap of lifespan just gone. That's why they made the movie about it, to kind of shut down him out here screaming about it. So when he came back, he actually said, you know, I'm that same dude from 1943. Not this guy you see now in this new body.
Did he age?
Nah, he became a new person. He's young as hell. You know, right now he should be like 80, 90 dead.
Get the hell out.
You know what I mean?
Here.
But he's actually a 40, 50-year-old man.
It is like warping.
Warping.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if.
You mean time warp?
Yeah, I mean.
Basically,
If
yeah.
I can
I'm
simplify it, I'm talking about like Star Trek.
Yeah,
You
basically,
remember when Star Trek, they would beam me up, Scotty, and
Right.
they would disappear and appear.
It's that technology.
But it's that same.
But it's more advanced.
Right.
It's
Wow.
more advanced than that.
They've actually I hate to cut you off, but I guess about 2004, 2003 overseas they actually did do what is it? Not beam me up. What is that called?
You mean teleporting?
Teleporting. They actually teleported, but it was a single atom.
Right.
They actually
But the thing is, what you need
here
to
to there.
Do they do this?
But you
have
need to
they done
realize
these
that
types
the
of testing
technology-
on animals? Because
Right, but
once
the
you
thing
do
is,
that, you
when
have
they-
to
when
make
they
sure that all
disclose
those
it to the
molecules
public-
and everything
Right.
come.
But the thing is, once they disclose it to the public, they're already 40, 50 years ahead of you.
Wow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So what they were trying to figure out here was, in battle, in the beginning, let's move our ships right in there. So next, you know, guys is
yeah.
chilling. They're at the ports, they're
Wow.
at the bases. They're just sitting here like, all right, when we're going to go out. Next, you know, there's a battleship here ready to go at you. You know what I mean? They basically
Yeah.
also have their planes and their boats and everything undetectable by being invisible to the radar. So that's what the
Wow.
technology was. And then once they found out that, damn, we can control people. You know what I mean? So they went into the whole, the Phoenix Project, or what you would call the Montauk Project. And basically what the Montauk Project was developing that mind control. And the guy, Duncan Cameron, he's one of the psychics that they use. And they got so good with the technology is because he would literally, and they would hook him up with all this, and he would literally be able to vision a certain place, point in time, and be there. It's like the Lawnmower Man. You know how he was creating everything physically?
I need that shit.
Exactly. So, and he was saying that one day they were even had it hooked up to the guy. The guy did all the exercises that they wanted to do, and then he came back and brought up one of his childhood monsters. You know, something that used to scare him as a kid, and it manifested. Because what happened was they were putting.
Oh hell no!
But let me finish though. one of the things
I mean,
that
when can we